6. I'm here with Group 10, and here is our Kaban board. Here we have divided our user stories into clearly defined iterations to support development. We also have categorized them by size, priority, status, the stakeholder, and who's been assigned to that task. As you can see, my teammates Travis, Javante, Drew, and Cole will be demonstrating some of the features we have developed. Thank you.
These are all the changes that were made on the user side of our application. First off, we have the daily checklist that originally you would have to click on the checklist tab to show the objectives. I have now made it to where the page loads, the objectives immediately show. In modules, we have changed the drop-down menu to view the submodules as to where it no longer blocks the other module tabs. Inside the modules, we have the home button and back arrow button that have been changed to show interactability instead of just the cursor changing. Profile settings, it used to have a button to access that. Down here, I decided to move that button to where the logout button is to have less clutter on our home page. In the profile settings, we have made the update buttons look more interactable, as well as the edit profile button to look more interactable. The final change that we've made is the health trackers are now front and center on the home page instead of being hidden in the modules page at the very bottom here. So there, it's now on the front page, and it's now been renamed to health trackers, so you can see what exactly these are.
All right, so I was tasked with making just a page that allows the admin to dynamically add modules whenever they please. And as of right now, it's a placeholder, so it's not entirely done, but I will show you what I have. So this is what it looks like. This is all subject to change, but I'm assuming you'd add the name. I don't know how the module would actually be put in, so I just assumed as a placeholder that it would be a code or something like that. You can give a description, just and then you hit save module. It says module saved, but it's a placeholder, so nothing actually happens. But yeah, that's what I got so far.
My name is Drew Patel, and for this iteration, I was working on the admin UI. So one of the main things that I worked on was changing the overall theme for the admin UI to match it with our home UI, so it's more consistent that way. The other thing that I worked on was changing a couple of the coding errors that the other team had, and I added a title as well. Before, this is just for the reference, this is a web server from a web application from the other team. And as you can see, there was no title mentioned. It was kind of getting overlaid by the CSS style, so I kind of fixed that as well. Even for the add user, now you can see the title. The other thing was I changed the dialog for the add user box to more in the middle. Before it was kind of all the way up top. And personally, I thought it would be better if it was in the middle. That way it's better for the user. And it also improves the user experience. Uh, The other thing that I kind of fixed was the navigation bar here. This is from the other team. As you can see, it's way too big and it's kind of taking over the whole application or the whole admin side. This is now being fixed. It's just smaller and it still has a kind of a navigation bar, but it's not like taking over the whole screen now.
So, some of the main changes that were made on my part of this project, of which I am still working on, is a deployable website via GitHub, via our development, which provides a production website for you guys, and I have also provided a development website for us. Many of these things had to be rewritten. The way they were before was not recorded, documented, nor in a manner we considered standard. These were so the scripts are deployable, or there's a workflow for that deploy. There's configuration files here. Obviously, that's out of the scope. And a massive part of the changes that were made were the schema of the database is now recorded, which is highly important and should have been done before, but simply hasn't. And it is what it is. So this is where we're at now on that. It is now recorded and it is now there. And that was mainly the changes that came out from the back end. There are still many more to come, but these are the primary changes.